Hi guys, welcome to the Braid Lab. This is BraidStop Academy where we teach you all things braids. In today's episode, we are going to be teaching you how to pre-part for knotless braids. This tutorial will cover small knotless braids but is applicable for all sizes. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you start off with clean, dry and detangled hair. And our very first step is parting from ear to ear. So take your parting comb or tool, line it up to the person's ear and start splitting their head in half. Use your sectioning clips to section off the hair so that the hair doesn't get mixed up. And follow this all to the other side. Make sure that your line is nice and clean. This is very important because this is your determining factor with separating the back sections from the front. So once you've done that, it should look something like this. And now we're going to move on to parting the back. So you want to take your parting comb and make a straight line across the back of the head. Make sure that the lines are nice and straight and make sure that the width on each side is the same. So the thickness on each side of the head is the same. This ensures that the parting is equal and you get equal size boxes as well. When you've done parting the back, it should look like this. There are about 9 to 8 rows at the very back for small knotless braids. Please note that although you are creating straight lines, your head shape is actually round. So by the time you start moving up each row, the line will start to curve. So you're making curved but straight lines. As you can see here, it's curved, but by the time you get to the very top, it's like a semicircle shape following the shape of the head. And now we're going to move on showing you how to part the front. So for the front, you always do a middle part first. And with this technique, you can actually part the hair in any direction. And once you've done that, you want to start pre-parting it, and we start doing it by weaving backwards like you're doing straight backs, okay? And this should be your final result. So you have your middle part, you have your partings, and you can see how the braids are. They fall in that direction that I'm moving my hands in, and this means you can split them in any direction. You can have a side part, a deep side part, a middle part, whatever you want. So that is your template for if you want to do knotless braids. And now I'm going to move on to showing you how to start a knotless braid, how to add in the hair seamlessly, and basically just a guideline on how to get started. Everything is all about practice, practice, practice. So anyways, I start by doing my first part. It depends on what size you're doing, like I said. So this is small, so there's going to be about 4 or 5 at the back. Again, when braiding, knowing your products and what they do is very important, and there will be a separate video on what product to use and what. But this right here, I'm using edge control, and this is to smooth the hair down and tame any flyaways. And I'm applying it onto the hair, not directly onto the scalp, and I'm massaging it in with my comb, and then I start. Again, finger placement is another important aspect of braiding. I will do a separate video on finger placement that's more in detail, but this is essentially how you start your knotless braid. And my number one tip is when you're adding in your pieces of extension, add in small pieces. Don't go in and try to add in big, chunky, bulky pieces. The smaller, the better. It makes your braids smoother and more seamless. Take your time, keep practicing. If you are a complete beginner, a parent, or a braider with experience but wants to upskill and improve their parting, finger placement overall, you can join our one-on-one online live Zoom braiding class. And you're probably wondering, what is the difference between this and our Zoom classes? Well, in these classes, they're one-on-one, they're live. I'll speak to you and I'll direct you and correct your mistakes as you make them. These classes will be tailored to you, and this will fast-track your learning by almost 100%. No more watching hundreds and hundreds of YouTube videos. You get to learn exactly what you need to do there and then. Our classes are 2 weeks long and they're tailored to each student. So if you want more information, send us an email at braidstopshop@gmail.com.